Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Big Swerv coming back at you with another 2K video, and it's been a long time no see. So in this gameplay, I have made a JAYSON TATUM build, and really a better question is, what can you do? He can shoot, dunk, defend, shit, take your girl, whatever you want him to do. So let me show y'all what I cooked up. So with this build, my whole ideology was JAYSON TATUM can shoot from anywhere, and he's more of a shot creator. Now, with cap breakers, I am going to increase my drive and dunk, because he does catch bodies, he does yam on people. So that is where a couple of my cap breakers are going to go. I got a shooting specialization, so most of them are going to go on mid-range and three-pointer. And then as the season progresses and as the game progresses, I can throw on more cap breakers on my defense to get better defensive stats, because as you can see, it's very lacking in that area. But other than that, this build can do a lot. It can. Really, a better question is, what can it do? And then this is where my cap breakers look like. Like I said, we're going to put four cap breakers into three-pointer to max out our three-pointer so we can get deep bomber. We got a shooting specialization, so we're going to try to go for a 95 midi, and that'll give us Hall of Fame Deadeye. And then we're going for contact dunks, where we get a couple more to allocate. And then as we hit season 3, 4, 5, we can throw more perimeter defense and be a little bit more serviceable on that defensive tip. And then this is where I'm at with the build right now. I got deep bomber, I got set shot on Hall of Fame with the 93 mid-range. And then now we are working on getting contact dunks. That is the next goal. When I hit level 40, we're going to throw in one more in that drive and dunk area. And then let me show y'all boys the animations. So we are using a lot of JAYSON TATUM animations for things that make sense. Like, for example, his dribble pull up absolutely sucks. So I'm not using that. I'm not finna throw the video just to use all his animations. Other than that, for the dribble packages, we are trying to use majority of his animations, if not all. A lot of his combos and stuff are pretty decent, so I can get away with using them. And then for the jump shot, this is what I'm using: royale base, Carmelo and Michael Porter Jr., and then 80-20, and as fast as it can be. So in this game, we was going against a crew. For the most part, they was playing way more team ball. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. But my man, kind of like me, 6'8", super tall, can play the point guard, shooting guard, small forward. But he started this game off A-OK, and I gotta punish him. That's going up, green, back down the court. And like I said, they was playing way smart. They was playing super smart. They was making all the right passes. Nobody was really selfish. A lot of unselfish plays, but it still wasn't enough. Like, as you see right here, they gonna do two people gonna touch the ball before the shot go up. Like, it's kind of crazy, but somebody got to put the ball in the net. This ain't gonna work all the time unless you got some pure shot creators. And my man in the corner, I got to introduce him to Love Island real quick. Come here, through the legs, cross into a step up midi. Come on now, get it out the net. And then as soon as we do that, look what happened. They instantly get a shot up. So it was a nice back and forth the entire game. So we gonna come down the court and we gonna take a bad shot right here. My teammate still could have greened that, but one thing about it, defense turned into offense. So we end up making this guy take a crazy shot. He think he me out here. Hold on, let me show you how to do that, brother. One thing about me, anything you can do, I can do better. Let me show you how to really make that shot green back down the court. As you see, we down right now by 4, but nothing too bad. We can still do it. So we coming down the court right now. My point guard gonna hit him with a mean hesitation into a poster dunk. Where the foul at, ref? And then one thing I noticed about builds with low defense is, if you play your man super high and you bump him a lot, that's gonna make him think you got some defense. As we get a steal right here, I don't think we convert, because my mans, they end up crossing paths, but we end up getting a foul play, reset us. But that's one thing about it. You bump your man, he gonna think you got some defense. And then I end up getting inbound of the ball. I pass to my center. They center jump, get a great contest, and we back on defense. And they end up not converting on this, thankfully, because my boy got a steal on that. So we instantly right back down. I try to hit the corner. I almost throw a turn. No, I did throw a turnover. I end up getting it back. Fuck you talking about? Give me that. Get it out the rim. Green. And so then early in the half, I was low-key being very, very passive. I was trying to spread the rock a little bit too much. I ended up going with 3 turnovers into the second half. And these boys just won't go away. Every time we score, it's like they got something right for us and they trying to extend that lead. And then my point guard, he ended up deciding to go ahead and get him a bucket real quick. Another dunk. Come on, we back down. We only down by 2. So then a couple things transpire. As you see, we end up getting a turnover. Them boys come right back down. And then this triangle, oh my God, that midi he was shooting was so lethal. So in my mind, I'm like, if I touch this ball, I gotta go get me a bucket. And luckily enough, one thing about God, he gonna send it your way. I'm like, let me get to this rim. Stop settling. He's so much smaller than me. I'm like, let me get to this rim and go get me a bucket real quick. He too small. And we back on defense. And what I tell y'all about that bumping, you get to bumping somebody a little bit, you think we got some defense on this bill. Where you going? And let him would have went up. That was getting sent to the bleachers. And then we back down on the court. They ended up taking a bad shot. And my point guard, he ended up catching the ball, stepping it back, green, back down the court. We down by 1. So look, we got to lock back in on defense. That was until they end up throwing the center a steamer. And like I said, every time we score, they got an answer for us right back. And then we throw a turnover. That's the worst thing we possibly can do. Into the corner, you know what he gonna do. Midi J, bang. And that quick, we down by 6. And then let's cut to halftime. We down by 7. Like I said, these boys is playing great team basketball. I got 12 points, no other stats, but I think like a steal and 3 turnovers. And in my mind, I'm like, bro, I'm playing way too passive. I'm trying to pass the ball too much. Sometimes the best shot is you. So I'm like, you know what? Into the second half, I got a whole different attitude. I'm coming to get me a bucket. Let's go. Then look, I'm like, you know what? Let me set the intensity early. Let me pick him up at half. He do it behind the back. Give me that. Come on, we starting off the quarter right. We got enough defense on the bill to get the job done. We don't need to be no lockdown. We just need to get it done. So then we picking them up, letting them know this shit ain't easy. I ain't going down without a fight. Then look, better defense, better offense. Just pull it right in his face though, like he not even there. So we coming back down, still down by 7. This gonna be a dog fight. So in my mind, I'm like, if I get this bitch, it's going up. And Lord behold, come here. Let me have this then. Sidestep into the mid-range. Bucket. Let's go. We back down. Down 5. We can do this. And then right here, I'm trying to bump my man, but he just so slippery. He got some baby oil on him or something. I just can't touch him. And then he ended up blowing past me right to the lane. That's tough. Fast forward a little bit. We didn't really have much going on here, but they got a 3 seconds. And this is why you put a high free throw on your build every time. Because right here, you want to take this shot. You want to take the defensive 3 seconds, the transitions. You want to be the one to take that, and you want to make them in the clutch. So then we gonna fast forward. There wasn't much happening on this play. So my man's gonna throw me a bomb. I'm like, it gotta go up. Bang! Come on now, get it out the net. I'm not going down without a fight. I'm back at it. I'm trying to pick up my man half court, but he passed that ball, and then he throw it to the big, and this big so nice. Look at this move. Oh my goodness. Into the up and under. We can't stop him. He got like 20 of them things. So we gonna fast forward a little minute. I wasn't really touching the ball in the beginning of this possession, so I get the ball 7 seconds left. That's too much time. I go into a sidestep, pump fake, get him in the air. Come on now, count it. And I end up jagging these free throws. I couldn't believe it. It was like a hitch in my free throw. But something good end up happening out of this. But I couldn't believe I jagged these free throws with a 98 free throw. I was so hard on myself after I missed them. It was a hitch. But then my big ended up getting the steal, making up for me. And then I end up getting me a nice little 2-pointer regardless. But I got to make them free throws bottom of the line. Because no way I got a 98 free throw and I'm jagging them. But them the only free throws I missed this game. So then we gonna fast forward a little minute. We end up getting a stop. So we on a fast break. I flare out onto the left corner. My man reach, and you know what color that is, green. Come on now, still very doable. Only down 5. And then this goes back to every time we make a shot, they got an answer for us. So my man got take They end up throwing a steezy, made a perfect pass. So look, I'm trying to hedge on everything. My man get the ball, I jump, late contest, he green it. 7.4 seconds left, we gotta move. So I get the ball. I'm like, this too much time. He playing me up too high, blow past him into an easy layup. Come on, now back down the court. And then on top of that, I think we get a steal right here. But we aren't able to capitalize on it because I'm thinking if you call a timeout, the ball gonna advance, but that's only in the fourth quarter. So bad IQ play by me, but you know. Also, I really could have banged this. This was a very, very makeable shot. I just missed. I'm human, and I didn't get a tempo on top of that. So a couple plays later, nobody was able to really score for real. He take a fading three. He must not know they patched that, my boy. So I'm gonna hold on, plant my feet, put it up, bang. 53-56. Come on now, we in this game. Let's go. And then on top of that, I try to play my man at half. He ended up getting past my center, dropped down to help, and we end up getting him to turn the ball over. And then my point guard gonna get the ball off the inbound, and then he just gonna blow past his man. Instantly get to the cup. 55-56. This is looking very doable. We was down like 7, maybe 10 and going into the half. And right here, I get killed on this screen. I don't got no help. And my mans end up getting a layup. That hurt. So fast forward a couple of plays later, my man end up pulling this shot right in front of my face. FaceTime me. I couldn't believe he made that. That was crazy. It's all cool though. I ain't tripping. Let me introduce him to Love Island again. It's been too long. Snatch his ankles. Pull up 3. Bang. 60-60. Now the score is 0-0. But I tell him I wasn't going down without a fight. This game's still winnable. And he get past me, get into the mid-range and take a nasty 2. I couldn't believe it. We low-key trading buckets. It's a good game. So then I'm like, all right, let me get this dance again, my brother. Lay me. Come here, you too small, little boy. Get in the weight room. 62-62, we back down. And then, like I said, we just trading buckets. Can't nobody guard nobody. And then we just going back and forth every time. So then we end up deciding to do a little off-ball magic. So I'm like, all right, let me get out the way and let my boys go get a bucket. They ain't touched the ball for real. So my point guard set me a screen. I go for a back door, easy dunk, 64-64. So then look, I try to play my man at half again. I'm trying to pick him up as soon as he get past it. I play the screen up too high. He ended up passing out of an easy shot, which I don't know why, but they reset him. And then the center end up getting a turnover. So we on the break. I didn't see my power forward. That's on me. I didn't see him down there, but one quick little touch pass. We got a nice easy 3 up. Now we ahead. And so then I'm like, all right, bet, let me get back. So disrupt my man, make him pass the ball, but he low-key playing real unwavered. So I know what they calling for. I'm telling my team to watch for a cut because I see it coming. You could tell by how he moving, and then he ended up getting past us, but it's all good. We still up. So then my team gonna give me the ball coming down the court. I'm like, all right, bet, let me take this nice and slow. Had this dance again. And then I do a hop step. They end up making me take it, but they end up fouling me. Let's go. I'm not gonna do what I did earlier. These is cash, these is money. So boom, we green the first one, easy. And then we gonna green the next one. And then I promise you, the party chat was dead quiet when I was taking these free throws. Now we got deep bomber. Now it's time to do what the takeover call. Get my board. So my man's he moving. I'm trying to guard him. They end up taking a 3. He jag it, but they end up getting the board. We back down. Let's play some honest defense. Let's go home. So we know he the handler. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to double on him. They pass it right back to him, but they low-key couldn't get none. All right, we good. Like, all right, bet. All we gotta do is score right here and coast to the end. My man's hit me with a dot. I end up jagging it with deep bomber. I couldn't believe it. But we still good. They gotta play some honest defense. They end up getting a 3 right here, but it's all cool. Fuck it, we ball. And then my guard and my center end up doing a pick and roll at the top of the key. So then they end up running. He reject the screen, shoot the shot, and he end up greening it back. Let's send him home. I couldn't believe I missed that 3. That would have been poetic way to end the game. I couldn't believe it. He ended up shooting that 3-pointer thinking he had it. I'm screaming in the game chat like, hey y'all, I got 98 free throw, I can send us home, and they end up fouling me. So then all I gotta do is ice these next 2 free throws. I really just gotta get y'all 1, and then we all good, but I'm gonna give you dough something. So then I'm like, I need some MVP chance. I got 41 of these things. I really carried us to victory, but end up knocking both them free throws down. They only got 7 seconds to score 5 points. But I'm like, let me jump on him. He ain't doing that again. And then boom. What a way to end the game. 41 points, 16 for 21. Alright y'all, if y'all boys like the video, please like, subscribe, and we got more content coming. And I'll see y'all in the next one.